Hi, what up, perps? Now, this video is just to introduce everybody to the new family member. A gun that I just completed. It was real tight on it, but that is the recent build. So, this gun started out as a Walser 1063 Romanian parts kit, fixed stock, pretty much standard AK. When I got it, it had some Tapco furniture on it. Not the greatest stuff, but it was serviceable. Later on, I switched it out to a bunch of Magpul stuff, and it was a good gun. But I've always wanted a side folder. I've always wanted to build one. So after one of the last AKs that I built, I tore this gun completely down, basically to its lowest parts, and I've built it back as a side folder. The receiver is a 80% side fold receiver that came from AK Builder. I'm just trying to show a little bit of rivet work. Came from AK Builder. Ultimac rail, of course, from JMac and them. Lower aluminum handguard. What was this? This was, I think I got it from Atlantic Firearms. This is a TDI arms. It's very inexpensive lower handguard, but it gives me some places where I can do, like on some of my others, I can mount my lights and stuff to it. Of course, optics for the Ultimac rail. I just got to find an optic that's tough enough to actually live on an Ultimac, because these things are rough. The side fold stock, all the components for the side fold came from Carolina Shooting Sports, or Carolina Shooter Supply, something like that. They got it to me real quick. It's brand new, along with the trunnion and everything else. Never been installed on a gun, completely virgin parts. Another reason everything's real tight with it right now. It's super tight, so I've got to do a little bit of work on that to get everything to where it's a little bit smoother. Well, it's smooth, it's just tight. But yeah, this is a gun that I've wanted to build for a long time, and finally finished this up this weekend. Got everything slicked up, working. Tapco G2 trigger and everything in it from the original configuration of the gun. Yeah, this is my new baby. I'm gonna do a little bit different muzzle brake on it later. There's a few other changes I'm going to do to it, just here and there, just to pimp it out a little bit more. Of course, eventually shortly Cerakote the receiver and do some other little tricks like that to it. But yeah, this is the new kid on the block. Haven't even put a round through it yet, which is a shame, but I haven't. I should have already put some rounds through it, just because, I don't know, reasons. It's a gun. They're fun to shoot. So this was an interesting deal, though, for the first side folder. Since it wasn't an original side folder, getting the information to be able to drill the hole through the receiver and into the trunnion to hold your front pin to hold your latch, that was a new step for me. Installing the spring and everything for this latch is a bit of a pain. Figured out a couple tricks with that, and hopefully whenever I do build another one, it'll be a little bit easier. The spring for the rear catch on the inside of the receiver, that was, I think I figured out about 37 different ways I could launch that spring across a room, including a bank shot off my own forehead, which was rather fun. But eventually, it took me a little while. I got everything done and in place. thankfully, there's still some videos up from some guys that explain a little bit more in depth building out that side folder. Um, they weren't. I couldn't find anything real good on installing the front latch catch. So that was a process of trying to figure that out, and that took a few. Still with some stuff off of AK Builder and looking at some information a couple other guys had. It wasn't something that hung me up for hours trying to figure out. Wasn't the easiest thing on the planet to get used to, but it works and it's good. It's in there, it's solid, and I love it so far. As I said before in the video, I've always wanted a side folder. Been wanting to build one for a long time, and now it's here. And yeah, Daddy's happy. So that's the newest addition to the family, guys. I just wanted to shoot a video that didn't have to do with a bunch of the absolute lunacy that we're seeing from our federal government right now. And just have a little bit of fun with something. Plus, man, I'm proud of this thing. My rivet work is getting tons better. Again, thank you to AK Builder Tools for that. Curtis and them have a lot of really slick stuff to be able to get your rivets right, set, dimple the receiver for your swell neck rivets, stuff like that. Yeah, it's crazy, man. If I had the parts kits to go build 5 more right now, I wouldn't be talking to you guys. I would be building some more because it's like adult Legos to me. It's extremely fun to build these headspace and little steps that you have to do, little problems you have to figure out here and there, fitment issues. You're dealing with a stamped sheet metal receiver. In a lot of cases, there's going to be a little bit of fitment issue with trunnions and stuff. Just getting everything laid in nice and flat and even, where you don't see any distortions in the receiver. Yes, I love it. Yeah, it's really something that I would like to do a lot more of. And if I had the money to be able to do a lot more of it, it'd be getting done. Next things I want to build, I would really love to build an RPK. That's one of my big wants. That and a Galil. I really want to build a Galil. So we'll see when I can make those two things happen. Because right now RPK kits are absolutely insane. Galil kits aren't that bad looking at some of them today, but the AK kits, RPK, all that stuff is just, it's crazy. So we'll see when I can make that happen. But other than that, man, you guys be cool. And I just wanted to show off the new baby and waste some of y'all's time. So y'all be cool, man. I'm out. Later.